Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning here in Texas. I have to do some practicing on this stupid putting, this Intellivision golf thing that we're doing this evening. I am terrible at this golf game. So I figured I would just, okay, so I fell asleep really early. This happens sometimes. We were having some thunderstorms and stuff, and I didn't want to run my electronics. So I was like, I'm just going to go to bed. Turned the fan on. Cats got up on me, and I went to sleep. And I fell asleep like really early. So I woke up really early. Jon Snow was doing the zoomies, as they say, zooming around, jumping on me, jumping off the bed. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get up. So got up. So I was like, okay, let's do this television practice stuff for this golf thing we're doing on Chuck's Rumble, which, by the way, we are streaming on both Rumble and on YouTube right now. I tried to stream a minute ago and it gave me a weird error and it said that the servers were not working. Servers were down or something like that. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But then I tried again and it seemed to work. So hopefully streaming is working. I want to welcome everybody that's hanging out with us tonight that showed up so far anyway. Um, Vinny Nazero. What's up, Vinny? How you doing? How you doing, Vinny? Hey, it's Vinny. Hey, what's up, Vinny? Hey. KOTM, uh, King of something. I don't know what that is. But what's up, dude? Squall Rush. What's up, Squall Rush? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are chilling out. Yes, this is Intellivision Lives for the original Xbox. This was a digital download that I got on the 360, and it still works. So, yeah, I gotta find that golf game on here. Where are the sports games at? Unreleased. Space games. Sports games. There we go. Okay. Oh, hang on just a second. I gotta do a quick little reset on this thing. Sometimes the capture needs to be just reset real quick. Yeah, there we go. 'Cause it loses synchronization when I'm switching around between things. There it is. Super Pro Golf. That's the one. The other golf, I haven't even really played much. I have a cartridge of the other one, but I don't have a cartridge of this one. Isn't that a weird looking box for an Intellivision game? It's a box, though. Chillin'. Retro Dude X77, what's up, dude? What's up? What's up, everybody? Squall says, how'd you get the combined chat overlay? Oh, wow. That is a good question. The combined chat overlay is a thing called, what is it called? Stream Ninja or something like that? Something Ninja. It's a, um, it's, how do I describe this? Okay, it is an extension for Google Chrome. You can look this up. Stream something Ninja, something like that. I can't remember the. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, Social Stream Ninja is what it's called. Okay, you have to install it into Google Chrome. It's an extension, and then it gives you a link in the extension that you can add as a browser source into OBS, and then integrate everything that way. So um, yeah, but you have to do the pop out chats for your YouTube and your uh, Rumble. Otherwise, it won't pick up the chats. It'll pick up the pop-out chats. And unfortunately, you're limited to top chat instead of live chat for YouTube. So I can't switch that to live chat. But it will pick them up and it will display them on screen like this. So it's not perfect, but it works pretty good. It works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It definitely makes things very, very easy to do. Yes, it is very interesting. Is my friend. Yeah, I like it. It's alright. This guy, Steve Ettinger, was actually on stream with us. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say he was on stream with us. Let me put it like this. During the first session of this that we were doing on Chuck's Rumble channel, Papa Pete was on the phone texting with Steve about the game, and Steve was watching our stream and commenting through text messaging with Papa Pete about the game. It was really cool, and he had a lot of good insight into the game design and telling us about what he had done and stuff. It was really cool. I don't know how Pete got a hold of him, but that was pretty awesome. As far as Intellivision golf goes, I mean, it's a pretty damn good game. It's just hard. I suck at golf. So, what's up, Chris? How you doing? How you doing, Chris? Hey. Yeah, I suck at this game, but I'm trying to get better at the. I think I'm better at the driving now, but the putting is. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Of course, this isn't how I'm going to play it because I'm going to be playing it on my actual Intellivision, but still, this is pretty cool. Swing, swing, swing batter! Swing batter! Chip Shot Golf. Only on Intellivision. Yeah. Squall says, dropped you a follow, like, and comment. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Muchos gracias. Naughty says Intellivision lives. Nice. I have it for GameCube. Oh yeah, GameCube one's great. It's the same for I have it on Xbox, which is on my 360 here, and I also have it on PS2. I don't have a GameCube right now. I actually sold my GameCube. My brother wants to give me his GameCube, and I was like, maybe for my birthday. I don't want you to just give me your GameCube. But I kind of do miss having a GameCube, so I don't know why I sold it. I was like, I don't need it. I don't play it. But now I kind of miss it. Thank you, Squall. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. There's lots of the appreciation to go around. There's enough for both of us. Thank you, sir. Gonna use it for my streams. Dude, absolutely. It's kind of... you kind of got to tinker with it, go into the settings once you get it installed and just play with it and see what you come up with. Different people I've seen use it and get different results. So you can kind of customize it to how you want. Thank you very much, Squall. I appreciate that. All right. So, for an Intellivision golf game, this is a very comprehensive game. Look at all this stuff you could do. This is ridiculous. All this stuff, Trail of Tears. A little insensitive. Little insensitive, but still, yeah. And they're right. Holy crap. You can design your own course. That's crazy. Putting green. That's what I need to do. How do I do that? There we go. Enter. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, there we go. Putting green. Okay, so there's no direction. See, they normally, when you putt, it's not a straight, flat surface. So you have like little hills and stuff that gives you like different directions, and it confuses me. I get confused. And what? Yeah, I could put that song on, I guess, but you know, heard that song quite a bit. It's a funny song. Mike Wolf. This is what I get for waking up at 4 a.m. randomly. Yeah. Welcome to the club, sir. Welcome to the late night Intellivision club. All right. I am terrible at this. We're going to try it anyway. Here we go. It's way off. Okay. So now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. You just keep. I never done the putting green before, so you just keep trying, I guess. All right. A little bit closer. Inch my way. Oh no, now I'm over here. Oh, I guess I put two player on this? I guess I did put two player on this. I don't know, I'm confused. God, I suck at this. Come on, get in a damn hole. Oh my God. Ugh. Wow, what the I'm like, God, how could I go? Like, look, I like this game, but the putting is horrible. How can it be so, like, difficult to even understand what's happening? Ugh. Yes, a Cyrus stream. Alright, we're gonna try this again. I don't understand why I have two player, though. I must have hit something that I didn't realize I hit. Let's try it. Let's go back into this game. Alright. Putting green. Ooh, overshot that. See, it's two player again. Why does it keep doing that? Nodding. So it's frustrating like real golf. A television ahead of its time, yes. So realistic. It just keeps giving me two different. I don't understand this. I don't know why it does that. I hate when I don't understand something and I can't figure it out, like why something is happening, because then it just drives me crazy. Because I'm like, why? Like, why? Give me a fucking answer. Like, why is this happening? Ugh. I can't let shit go when I don't understand it, you know? And I hate this fucking putting. This is like I don't know any golf game that has good putting. Maybe more modern golf games do, but this putting is terrible. Like I'm sorry, I like this game, but this putting sucks. PJ says I shot a 64 last night and was pissed. I can't do this fucking putting. I just can't do it. No amount of practice is going to help me figure this out. I don't. And everybody tells me like I'll be like we'll be doing this stream, and PJ, you can attest to this. We'll be doing this stream, and I'll be putting, and everybody will be like, "Go up, go down, go up, go down, aim," and I'll be like, "Okay, like why? I don't know." They try to explain it to me. It doesn't make any sense, and then I do what they say, and it doesn't work. I fucking hate this shit. Why did we pick golf as a game to play together? Ugh, putting sucks. Yes, it's it's bad. It's bad. Look, and this putting green sucks ass too. Like seriously, PJ. In the game, it doesn't look like this. In the game, it's got these little hills and these little arrows, and it's trying to fuck with you. And here, it's just green. Like what? Like how is this helpful for the actual game? This putting green. It's supposed to be like training to help you, and it doesn't even give you the same type of shit as what's in the game. I don't want to criticize the game too much, but good God, what the hell? Retro Dude 77 says, I have a lot of classic game collections on Xbox 360. I love playing Defender 1. Oh, the Williams collection is so good. Yes. Defender, the arcade version. Let me say this. Of course, the arcade version of Defender is the best. It's not even close. That that collection is great because depending on how you play Defender, the controls are different. But the controls for that version of it's amazing. It's great. It's fantastic. Um, my second favorite version of Defender is on the Atari 5200. I love that version of Defender, and maybe it's some of its nostalgic, but also it's just the way the game plays and the graphics and everything. I like that a lot. But of course, the arcade version, yes, absolutely. PJ, is so hard to read the greens. Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this, PJ? What am I supposed to do here? Yeah, it's a great collection. I should play that instead of this. But I'm trying to practice. There's so many things I could play that I would enjoy thoroughly. Instead, I'm going to torture myself, and then I guess that means I'm torturing you guys with this shit. I'm sorry. That's all I can say is I apologize. Suck at this shit. I'm never going to get any better at it. Nothing I do makes me any better at this. Casey's like, "Oh, you got to practice." Like, dude, I practice what? Just keep doing this over and over and over until somehow my brain like registers something. I don't know. It would look for all the work that went into this game, and there's obviously a lot of work that went into this game, and I can appreciate that, and I like that very much. There's a ton of work that went into this. Options, you got all kinds of stuff you can do. It's crazy. But for all the work that went into this, I mean, I understand this is an Intellivision game. This is super old. So back in those days, there weren't a lot of golf games that even existed anyway. But good God, the putting is terrible in this. I know I'm complaining a lot. I'm sorry. I'm just anticipating tomorrow or tonight. Which ball am I? The top one or I guess I'm the bottom one. Yeah. Okay, I got it in there. But like I said, I don't even know how helpful this is right here because there's none of that stuff the hills and the arrows and stuff. So I don't know how. Does this even help for me to do? I don't know. PJ says, well, Casey sends me a pic last night of him shooting a 36. He seems very proud of it. Which ball am I? I suck at this. Donnie says, only thing missing is Joe Flattery calling you jackass. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'd rather play that golf game. What was that golf game? I can't remember what that was. PGA something. What was that on? Saturn? Sega Saturn? Look at this. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's my frame of reference? Like, how do I know how far that is? You know what I mean? Like, I see on my little bar under my dude, it tells me kind of how far, but there's no frame of reference on the green. Like, I'm just supposed to guess what that means? I don't even enjoy this. It's like, I just want it to be over with. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate this shit. BG says, do you like the driving range part of this game? The driving, I don't have a problem with. I like the driving. I like being out on the course, and it's a little. The wind can be kind of frustrating, but I don't. That's fine. I like that. This putting stuff, though, holy crap! Play a different game. I should. I'm going to in a minute, but I have to practice a little. I'm trying to practice. I'm trying. You guys, I just want to make clear. This is evidence that I'm trying. The reason I'm streaming this is to provide documentation that I have attempted to practice. This is so that Casey, when he bitches at me, I can say, look, I tried. And trying is half the battle. Well, I'm headed to bed. Happy golfing side. Thank you, Nodding. Thank you, Nodding. Yeah, I'll probably be on for a little bit longer here, you know. I don't even understand what I'm doing in this. It's like, there we go. In hole. That's all I hope for is in hole. Birdies and bogeys and all that, that's not for me. As long as I get it in the hole, that's all I'm trying to do. I don't think this putting thing actually gives you birdies and bogeys and stuff, though. I think this is literally just going to give you in the hole because there's no par or anything. You know what I mean? That's a theory I have, anyway. Overshot that. Okay. Also, even worse, overshot that. Wow. Oh, that was close. But I don't know why it's close. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any, like, in hole. BJ, we were up till 4 a.m. practicing. Casey, piss off. Yeah. I love Casey. He's awesome. He's such a good guy. But fuck, he'll like stick with something and like until he gets good at it. And I kind of admire that, but I don't really have that in me. Like if I get frustrated with something, I just move on to something else. He'll actually just keep going and going until he gets better, and that's a good quality to have. Oh shit, that was close. I don't think I can reproduce that right there. It's pretty close. Oh, that was even closer. Well, that was luck. Because I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't even trying to. I mean, I was trying to get in the hole, obviously, but I didn't expect that to happen. That's actually pretty good. I would literally, see, screwed that one up. I was about to say, I will literally never do that in a real game. I don't even know why that did that. Why did that do that? It makes no sense. And now it won't go in. See, I got that one in two strokes, and this one's like, it will literally never go in the hole. Why? What the fuck is even happening? Why is this happening? Yeah. I have no frame of reference. There's no way to know what's going on. Why? Just go straight, but it won't. I don't understand. I don't know. This is what you're watching, people. This is what you're watching. You're watching Cyrus Martin play a fucking Intellivision golf game that he doesn't even understand how to play, and just completely screw it up. There it goes. Why did that go in? I don't know. What did I do to make that happen? Beats the shit out of me. I don't know. See, how are you ever gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm good at that game, if you don't even understand how the game works? You know? Like if you get lucky and something good happens in a game for you, that's not you being good at a game. That means you got lucky and some shit happened and you're like, okay, it went my way. But you didn't do that. You don't even know how you did that. I don't know what I did. I don't know why the one it went in two strokes and the other one took me like 15. I don't know. Why? I don't know. Ask me. Is there like how does it work? Like how is this course of being affected by your stroke and how you're choosing to time your stuff? I have no fucking idea. Keep the hole between the X and the ball on a straight line, ideally. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I screwed that up. I actually messed that up. You gotta hold down the button, let go, and then hit the next, and then it goes kind of straight. All right, I'm gonna try this one. Look at that! The dude fell over because he couldn't believe it. Because I couldn't believe it either. Oh, that was close. So this one's being more reasonable, like more logical. Still not, still not getting it though. But it's being more reasonable than the other one was. Damn. Finally. Ugh. But still, look at this. I mean, there's how, like PJ, when you play in the game and you go to the putting green, it doesn't look like this. It has all the little shit on the screen, the little arrows and stuff. And this doesn't have none of that. How is this helpful? And it seems like this game is still being like affected by something like hills or something, but I'm just not seeing the little icons on the screen. So I don't, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. I'm just confused about this. PJ says we need Spock golf, a logical game of golf. I mean, just give me some indicators on the screen that makes sense to me, you know? Something. And that would be a good start. Baz Fan Hot Hits. What's up, Baz? How you doing, man? You've showed up to the worst possible thing you could be doing with your time tonight. Welcome to hell. You're watching me play an Intellivision golf game that I don't understand, trying to practice for a competition for this game, which I also don't really understand. I'm the worst of all four of the people that compete in this, and it's not even close. Like I am like double as bad as anybody else. The next worst person up is twice as good as me, is what I'm trying to say. I hate this game, but I like it because it looks cool and it's fun to hang out with everybody, right? But the game itself, I don't really enjoy. I'm just being honest. I just don't really like this game. I mean, I think it looks cool. I appreciate it. I just don't like it. PJ, every green in the putting practice should be different, but it isn't. They are all just perfectly flat, which means you never get in the actual game. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know why. What is this? Bass says, can't be worse than the one for the 2600. Well, that might be true. That might be true. But we're not competing in that one. Retro Dude, this game is way too fast paced. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Why did it start off over here? That's the other thing I don't like about this game. This little X points you in the direction you're going to shoot, but it starts off in some random other direction. So if you're not paying attention, you're going to really screw up. Like, can you just start it aimed in the right direction? You know, help us out here a little bit. This game's hard enough. Oh boy. I have no way of knowing. There's no way for me to know. Should I go on this side of it? Should I go on that side of it? I don't know. Just take a guess and go for it. Well, that seemed like that should have gone in, but okay. And that one I missed. Okay, so now he's okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was way crazy. Oh, why did that go in? I thought I screwed that up. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. I don't understand this fucking game. Oh, your Saru arrived, dude. How's it going? Like, what do you think of it so far? Have you had a chance to really play with it very much? You know, I'm gonna. Let's see. How do I get out of this fucking game? Okay. Look, my score is about what the same as what Casey got apparently on the actual thing. Fucking suck at this game. How do I get out of this game? Quit is. Ugh. Alright. Let's play like an actual game of golf. Because that's not really helping me. Let's see. Classic course. That'll work. We're not going to do. We'll do 9 holes. 1 or 2 golfers. 1. All right. Now, just because I understand the driving better, that doesn't mean I'm great at it. It just means I understand it better. Okay. Wind is going northwest, I guess. Let's see. PJ says this is where hitting the hash mark slightly to the left or right of it when you release will slightly curve the ball left or right. It's so hard to put. It's unbelievably hard for me anyway. I can't do it. Mike says, "Why like this man? Why like what? Why like this man? Why like this?" Says with Indian head. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Beth says, "Not opened it yet. I'll try it out later today." Oh yeah, and the games like this, it's no surprise the market crashed in 1983. Yeah, let me know how it goes, Baz. I'm very curious about that because it's a really cool device. PG says we are playing the indie tournament front nine tonight. I think. Ah, okay, cool. I got you. Well, maybe I need to change this. Hang on, hang on. Let me back out of this. Go back in. Okay. And you said we're gonna do the front nine. Okay. All right. So this will be good. We'll practice this a little bit. All right. So the wind is working against me now. So this won't be good, but we'll try it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we come down just a little. Wow, I'm missing it. I'm going too far. I got to hit it before it gets to the end. If you miss that, it really fucks you. See how much better that does if you get just this side of that last little dot on the bar? That's crazy. It's hard to catch that exactly right. It's better to come up short than to go over, you know? Just need to remember that. Look, there's no indicators on here. Why is there no indicators on here? PJ, is it just, am I crazy? Is this something that on this version of it that it just doesn't have those indicators for some reason? Or I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Because on the actual Intellivision version, there's like all these little lines that tell you it's a hill or there's arrows pointing different things. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, it is weird. It is. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Maybe it was last week that there was something different about this version that I couldn't figure out, and that's what I was trying to explain. Was like when I was on the putting green, it looked different, and that's what I meant. Like those indicators are not there, but I don't think it means that it's flat. I think it just doesn't have the indicators for some reason, which means there's literally no way you would know what to do. I don't know. Oh, right into the tree. Damn. Yeah, you're definitely better off if you come up short than if you go over that. Absolutely. Ooh, wow, I overshot that by a lot. Sheesh. That's pretty good. See, no fucking nothing. It's just flat. PG says, now if you see the 29 and the arrow next to it, that is the way the green is supposed to roll. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know. Oh, wow. Way too much power. Oh, I'm way the fuck out here now. God dang it. I don't know. Oh my God. I don't know what that ball's doing, man. That ball's doing crazy shit. Get in there. My neighbors are going to be mad at me if they hear me yelling like this. I got to be careful. I don't care. They got a new dog, and that dog keeps me up. So I had to put another fan in my bedroom, like a really loud fan, just to drown out the noise from this fucking dog that will not shut up. So if they get upset for me for playing golf, they can kiss my ass. Oh my God. Come on, man. Oh my God. Get in there. What the? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? What is it even doing? What? What is it even doing? It's fucking game. This game's gonna give me an aneurysm. PJ, there is a hole number for every hole at the tee off. What? There is a hole number for every hole at the tee off. Okay. Hole number 70. Is that what you're talking about? That 70 on the top up there? With the arrow pointing down. Is that how they're doing it? Why would it be like that and not like. What? Why is it like that on this? I don't understand. Makes me feel so fortunate I don't have neighbors. Yeah, absolutely. All right, bro, I'm out of here. Dude, thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you very much. Muchos gracias. Squall rush. Rushing off to the squall. Thank you, sir. PJ says, this is hole 70, and the green slopes south in this hole. Okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, that's good to know. But why is it not? Why is it displaying it differently here than what it does in the game that we play? That's what I'm confused about. I mean, that's one of the things I'm confused about. There's a lot of things I'm confused about. That's one of them. All right. Ooh, wow. That was bad. Well, at least I'm on this side of it. Wow. That was a good shot. I'm as surprised as anybody. Okay, so it slopes south here. I think I should be okay just hitting it south. Okay. All right. That worked. All right. Now this one confuses me. The symbol that they have. So 5 And then whatever the fuck that curve thing is. What does that mean? Does that mean it curves to the southeast? Is that what it's trying to say? Your version must not show the slope on the green, only on the hole indicator. That is so weird. Well, it's not my version. This is Intellivision Lives. This is whatever is on the Intellivision Lives. This is on my Xbox 360. It's an original Xbox version on my 360. Baz says, "Why exactly are you playing this thing anyway?" I joined the stream. I'm trying to practice for this competition that we're doing on DJC's Rumble channel. Every Thursday, we play this game as a group on Chuck's Rumble channel. And I suck at this game. Unbelievably bad. So I've been trying to practice a little bit, and I figured I would try this version of it and see how it is, but this isn't really helping me. For one, another reason this isn't helpful is because I'm going to be playing on my actual Intellivision, so use the disc control. And for this, I use an Xbox controller. So the timing kind of helps, but it's a different controller, so it's really not that helpful. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be doing it this way. I'm doing a lot of things wrong right now. And then this version is different. There's differences in this than what's in the Intellivision version, which I don't understand why that is, but I just don't understand. Okay, southeast. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, so the wind is blowing that way. All right, well, let's see if we can figure out how to hit that hole. That's what she said. And I totally screwed that up. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so it's to the southeast, so I need to go up a little bit, like that. Right? Because that'd be straight, that'd be down, and I need to go up a little. So let's see if that works. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's overshot, but I seemed to had the right idea. Okay. I'll go this way with it. There we go. Okay. So this one has an arrow pointing up and 87. Okay. I don't know what 87 means. I don't understand that. But I do understand the arrow going up. I get that. What does the 87 mean, BJ? I'm confused. But I'm confused about everything. If you guys are watching this tonight thinking you're going to watch some awesome entertainment that's going to keep you engaged with riveting gameplay, I apologize because that's not what you're getting tonight. Peach says there are 99 different holes in the game. Okay, so it's just a number. It's just the number of the hole. It doesn't mean something other than it's just the number of the hole. Okay. All right. Well, the wind is against us here, so this will be interesting. Let's see what we could do. That was pretty good. That was a good hit. Like I said, it's better to be short than over. Okay. It's not too bad. Okay. So we want to go under this a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Oh, wow. That'll work. I'll take that. Okay, so this one's got an arrow pointing down. Hole number 10. PG says you can build your own course using the different hole numbers. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Okay. Let's see here. All right. It's not too bad. Okay, we're on the green. Oh, I forgot which way the arrow was pointing. Damn it. I think it was... Shit. Can't remember if it was up or down. I think it was... Shit, I can't remember. Can't remember if it was up or down. I'm an old man. Da-da-da, da-da-da. All right. I think it was down, but I can't remember. I'm just going to hit it and see what happens. Okay, it was down. Oh, a little too much on that. Oh, way too much on that. God damn, I forgot. That's close. There we go. In hole. I think I'd rather razor blade my fingers and dip them in vinegar than play this. Wow. That is a very specific comparison. That is a very specific thing to prefer. Okay, the wind's blowing against me. Damn. Okay. Well, that's good. Just got to make sure you undershoot it, because otherwise, if you even if you get right on it, it's gonna screw you. Okay. Ooh. Well, it's all right. We're good. Look how close that was. That was really close. Oh, I didn't even see what the slope was on this. Okay, I'm not used to this. Well, we'll see how this goes. Oh, close. Oh, damn it. Squandered my opportunity. Now I'll just be putting forever trying to hit this fucking hole. There we go. Okay, the arrow's to the right. That's good. And the wind seems pretty nominal. Alright, let's see how we can screw this up. Ooh, that was good. That was actually good. Baz says, I'll say this, the animation on the golfer's pretty good. I mean, there's some good stuff, right? A lot of work was put into this. I'm not trying to completely shit on this game. A lot of work. I mean, this is a very comprehensive golf game for the Intellivision, considering the system and the year this was made and everything else. But old school golf, I'm sorry, but this is tough. Well, that didn't go very far. Uh, I mean, it is helpful. The practicing is helpful, if nothing else, than just to be, or have this game like in my thoughts. If that makes sense. I'm gonna sneeze in a second. I can feel it. Oh, man, I knew it was coming. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Ugh. All right, you know what, guys? I think I've had enough of this. I think I've had enough of this. I'll practice when I get home from work on my actual Intellivision. I won't do that on a stream or anything, but I'll practice. If you guys want to see golf for some reason, check out Chuck's channel tomorrow. We're gonna compete again, if you want to call it competition. All right, let's play something I'll actually enjoy. Auto fire, hyperspace. Okay, cool. This is a pretty good version, although the sound effects are a little weird. They're not exactly the way you would want. Although it runs really good, and I appreciate that it's widescreen. They actually modified this game so it displays properly in widescreen. It's not all stretched out. PJ says, come watch us play golf on a console that came out during the Carter administration. Yeah, that's how we sell it right there. So if you want to know what I mean when I say the sound effects are a little off, I'm going to listen to the hyperspace here. What the hell's up with that? That is not how that's supposed to sound. I bought the Nintendo Switch version of the Astro Smash that was supposed to come out on the Amico, and it's pretty fun. I like that Astro Smash. It's not exactly like this Astro Smash as far as gameplay and stuff, but it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Ooh. Oh, there's another cool thing about this on Xbox. You get rumble. You get force feedback when you die. It's pretty cool. Mike says, so much for being able to keep an eye on the guys installing the new kitchen floor today. Uh-oh. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What happened? Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, the music and sound effects. I mean, let me be clear, like, about what I'm saying there. Like, I like the new Astro Smash, I really do. Um, do I like it more than the original? No, but I like it. It's cool. I'm gonna be too tired to do. Oh, I got you. I see. I got you. Yeah, I really shouldn't be doing this right now because I should be trying to get some more sleep before I have to get up for work. But what the hell, you know? What the hell? I gotta say, oh, I like playing Astro Smash on my original Intellivision very much, and probably more because it's nostalgic and it has the proper sound effects. But I do have to say, this feels really good with the Xbox 360 controller. Definitely feels nice. Oh, you bastard. And I gotta say something else, since I don't really like to talk too much about Amico stuff, because I know it's like a whole thing and it starts a bunch of stuff and whatever. You know, I don't have to really go into that. But I will say this, as far as controls are concerned. Since I have it on the Switch and I have played it on the actual Amico, I can give you a comparison of what I think as far as the controls are concerned. Like using that Amico controller versus using the Switch Joy Cons. It's very similar. It's a very similar experience, actually. A lot of people. I try to explain this a few times. I don't know if everybody really knows too much about it, but that Amico controller, the disc that's on there is pressure sensitive, and depending on how hard you press on the disc itself, regardless of the directions that you're pressing, depending on how hard you press, it registers the strength of the press. So it has sort of an analog system for registering input, which means that when you play a game like Astro Smash, oh, I'm dead. When you play a game like Astro Smash using that controller, it feels like you're playing with an analog thumbstick almost. It actually kind of mimics that type of response. So playing Astro Smash with the Joy-Con feels very, like I said, very similar in a lot of ways. Which would I prefer? The Switch Joy-Con or the Amico controller? As far as this game is concerned. That's a good question. Um, that's a good question. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I might prefer the Joy Cons actually, and that doesn't mean that I have a problem with the Amico controller so much as it is that I have more of a preference for a stick. That that disc is pretty cool though. The disc is pretty cool. It's too bad that system tanked, but it is what it is. Baz says I was playing Astro Smash the other day via emulation. It's a nice game. Yeah. PJ says that is why it would have been cool using the Amigo controller on the lit games. That was what I was looking forward to. Yeah. Yeah. On the old games. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Miko controller is a game changer regardless of what people say. Well, I enjoyed it, you know. Um, Astro Smash, yeah, but there were some other games that it was more enjoyable because of that analog feel that you get with it. Like that skiing game, it definitely felt better because you're able to very You like guide your guy along, you know. It felt really good. Uh, it's been a while, man. So I'm trying to remember what all did I play on the damn Amico. I know I played Moon Patrol, which that actually was way better using that controller than it was trying to use the screen for that demo. Because you remember they put out the demo for Moon Patrol, and it looked good, but the controls, I can't do touchscreen stuff. You know, that was what I didn't understand. Oh, Shark, that's a good one. Yeah, that was way more fun than I expected it to be. That was way more fun than I expected it to be. Um, One thing I didn't understand was the games that they put out, or that they were gonna put out on the Amico, where it didn't use the disc. It would use the screen, and I was like, that touchscreen kind of sucked. I didn't like that touchscreen. Like, I don't like touchscreen controls. I just don't like that. And I couldn't figure out why they would do that. Like, just use you have this like really cool, unique sort of analog disc, and instead you're using the touch screen. I was baffled by that. I didn't understand that. But there were several games that used that disc that I thought were really good. One thing I'll say, when I was playing the Amico, I didn't realize it had any noticeable input lag. I just didn't notice it. Um, and then that turned into this whole thing, this whole big, you know, issue where some people were pointing out that it did have input lag, and I was like, I don't feel any input lag, and I don't know what you're talking about, and blah blah blah. And went back and watched some of the videos and stuff, and I was like, well, apparently it did have some input lag. Now, one thing I'll note about that is from what I understand, and I'm probably talking about shit I shouldn't be talking about here, but from what I understand, they had some issues with Bluetooth stuff. Like they were working on fixing bugs with Bluetooth stuff. And it was an ongoing issue that they were dealing with, trying to fix. So they would fix stuff, and then some other bug would happen, or something would happen with some game, and it would, like you would fix one thing, it would break something else. You would fix that, it would break something else, like that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know. Some games I think had more of an issue with an input lag type situation than other games. But I don't know because I'm not a engineer, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm just giving you my thoughts here. Because like when I played like Astro Smash, I definitely didn't feel anything. But like I said, I went back and looked at some of that stuff, and I think some of it had some lag that I just wasn't really noticing at the time, but obviously it did have. And I'm like, well, yeah, it was an interesting situation back then. We were, we were excited about this thing, and then a lot of people were upset that we were excited about it, and they pissed off at the whole situation because of how it was being handled and things that were being said and fights that were being started on the internet, and what a mess. What a total mess that turned out to be. It's a damn shame. PG says card games would be great with the view screen, touch screen. I wanted to see Night Stalker and baseball really bad. Baseball with the touch screen sounded really intriguing. Yeah. I don't know how far they got into the baseball game. I remember seeing some prototype stuff. I don't know how much Tommy showed the public. He did show some of us some stuff. Um, I don't know how far that game was in development, but I know that was I think they only had a limited amount of time to get that out because of the license, and then they lost it. But I don't know that. Like I said, I don't know. Who fucking knows? Bass says the last and only handheld I had was a Game Gear with the Master System adapter, but not the Abomination. I got you. Oh! Yeah, once upon a time, we were all excited and looking forward to that thing coming out. It was fun. That trip that we all took and went and had that thing in Pennsylvania. For the most part, that was a good time. Um, Everybody was having a good time. Things went to crap. I didn't help that whole situation, obviously. Took things pretty personally. I had this guy kept trying to like send me messages and stuff saying if you keep talking about this console, we're gonna come after you, and isn't this the address that you live at, and don't you work at this business? It was all old information. I guess he got off of like LinkedIn or something. I don't know where he got it, but he does that. He's still doing that to people. I just thought I spent a lot of time just with my jaw open in surprise at the level of psychosis that was being displayed about the whole thing, you know? And I think it was like people had a personal hatred, or so maybe not hatred, but a personal beef, like a problem with Tommy Tallarico personally. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't like his show or the way he portrayed himself when he was on TV. I had no frame of reference because I never watched Tommy on TV. I never even realized that he was on G4 TV and all that. I just didn't know. Found out about that after John and I interviewed him, or maybe while we were interviewing him. I don't know. Whenever it was, and I just found it very interesting. I didn't realize that Tommy was going around starting fights with people on the internet as much as he was. Like that he'd been on Atari Age for years, and all the backstories of all the stuff he'd been doing. I was very surprised when I found out about all that. Let me give you some advice. Just some advice. One man to another. Or, assuming you're a man. um, don't ever go to bat for another dude. Like, if you have friends, you can support your friends, you know? You can tell people that you're friends with them, and yeah, absolutely. Say, hey, that's my buddy. Please don't talk shit about my buddy on my channel or whatever. If you have friends, stick up for your friends. I'm not saying don't stick up for your friends, but don't like go to great lengths to try to defend another dude because you don't know what people are really doing. You don't know what they're really up to. You don't know what another person is doing that you haven't known about for years and years and years before you even met them. You know what I'm saying? And when you put yourself out there for somebody else, you better know their character pretty well. You know? You better know what they've really been up to. That's one thing I will not do again. I'll tell you that. Because you end up really putting yourself in a bad spot trying to defend other people. Especially when you know, when you're wrong, you know? Anyway, I think I'll leave that where that's at. Miko derangement syndrome. There was a lot of that went around on every side of that equation. PJ, I'm with you. I was like, Tommy? Tommy who? He said, music? Yeah, cool. Pretty good. Yeah. See, anyway, I don't know. Probably shouldn't talk about this stuff anymore. Just upsets people. Two things happen if I talk about this stuff. It upsets certain people, and it entices other people. So I start to get like certain individuals who are really interested in this topic who will start coming around again and start trying to like coax me into making more statements. Because they have some kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I have described it as an addiction, but I don't know how you really, I don't know what it really is. But they have like this thing about the Amico where they need to know about it and they need to talk about it, and it's fascinating to them. And I don't understand why. I mean, I don't know. Is it just that because it has this like stigma and this history because of all the drama that went on, or is there some other personal kind of thing there? Do they have a history with this that I don't know about? Were they involved in a bunch of beef that happened on websites and forums and stuff? I think there's a lot of unspoken history that has affected a lot of people's viewpoint about this whole situation, depending on how they interacted with people involved, or there's just a lot of stuff that went on that has really colored that whole situation in a certain way for different people. I don't know. I know I'm speaking in kind of a cryptic way about that, but it's a cryptic kind of thing, It doesn't make sense. Why? It doesn't make sense. Like if you want to think about it logically and you ask yourself, why do so many of these grown people, these grown men, why do they care about this thing at all? Why is it something that they would even pay attention to? This little hokey family game system that it wasn't going to be like, it was like, it's like basically like I don't even know, like a Ouya, or like a very niche kind of family little game box thing. It became like this focal point for a lot of things, a lot of arguments and opinions and ideas and trolling, massive amount of trolling. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, when I very first heard about the Amico, I was not interested in it. I was like, okay, whatever. And I didn't really get interested until we talked. Right before we talked with Tommy, I started really looking more into it. And I was like, I think I'm starting to find this interesting. This idea of a new Intellivision, And we talked to Tommy, and of course, Tommy's a salesman more than anything. And of course, I wanted to be sold on it. So he sold me on it. You know what I mean? Like I was looking to be sold on the Amico, and he sold me on it. So I was like, cool, I'm interested. Because I was like, it would be fun to have a new gadget. It would be fun to have some new thing that's different, that's outside the regular space, that it's not made by Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. It's like its own thing. and it has this cool disc thing that I actually think is pretty cool. And it's a television. It's cool because I like it old school television. So like, yeah, this sounds like something fun, you know. I think what really bothered me was that there was a lot of people that would make these arguments that would like what is the term for this? Straw man. They would like straw man you and say like, oh, you think this, or you said this, but you didn't say that, and you didn't think that. But they would go around saying, oh, the Amico fans, they all think this. And I'd be like, really? When did I ever say that? Why would I think that? You know, like, oh, they're saying it's going to be the biggest thing ever. I'm like, when did I ever, why would I say that? What are you talking about? Who would think that? They're saying it's going to sell 10 million units. And I'm like, no, I never said that either. I seriously, I didn't even think it would sell. Like, I thought it was a pretty niche item, you know? I mean, I thought some families, this was during the time when people were looking for something for families to do, you know, together and get back to local co-op or whatever. So I thought it might do okay, but I never, ever, I would have been shocked if it would have sold, you know, even 1 million units, even close to that, especially right away, you know? Because who cares about Intellivision? Only us that even remember that it existed. And apparently the people that discovered it because of this whole situation and had a problem with Tommy or had a problem with old men or had a problem with people liking things that weren't the thing that they liked. I don't know. There was a lot of strange stuff going on. But yeah, it was really weird how people would try to tell you what you said or tell you who you were or tell you, you know, and I was like, why are you saying this? Like, I mean, it took me a while before I figured out it was all just this, it wasn't even real. Like all the shit that was being talked took me a long time before I figured out they weren't concerned with the truth. The truth was actually irrelevant. They were just making videos or making threads on things, web pages or whatever. They were just trying to entertain themselves and be trolls and like entertain each other and make up something fun to do, you know, and just stir this thing up and then laugh because it got crazy, you know. That's all they were trying to do. They didn't give a shit about the actual product or any of us or what we actually were saying or anything. They would just try to come up with the most like they would try to come up with a way to bait you into responding to them or a way to like convince you that, you know, oh, I want to see this guy make more videos about Amico, so how can I do that? Let me make this video because I think that'll piss him off and to get him to talk. Let me try that, you know, that sort of thing. So it took me a while to figure out that I was just being fucked with in that way to generate content for other people, you know. They were basically grifting me into creating content for them. You know, I was like being milked like one of those lol cows, you know what I mean? So once I figured that out, I was like, okay, that's about enough of that shit. So like somebody wanting their 15 minutes. Well, I guess it was more like they just wanted to be entertained. And they thought it was hilarious that they could have an impact on other people's content or whatever. I think there's a lot of different things going on at the same time, you know, but that was a big part of it. PJ says, it is the weirdest fetish ever, and that is what it is. It generates adrenaline. Yeah, it's a endorphin thing. You're absolutely right. I used to say that I thought it was like a drug addiction. Like basically, at some point, they had done something or said something or created a video that had gotten them this endorphin high. They had gotten this rush from it. And so they were trying to get back to that again. They were trying to chase that dragon. You know what I mean? And it was funny that a lot of these people were drug addicts, which I was like, that makes sense. This is another drug for them. So, yeah. I mean, I'm not being critical. I'm just saying that's a fact, you know? So, Baz says, even when I was a kid, I had zero interest in Intellivision. 2600 for me. ColecoVision had me wanting. Yeah. Mike says, yep, that is the right term. Watch Bible apologists do this to each other all the time. Death Metal Gamer. What's up, Death Metal Gamer? I'm collecting for Xbox OG now, and this time I'm not letting it go again. Very good, dude. OG Xbox is badass. I've never owned one myself. This is playing on my 360. But I always liked it. I always liked the original Xbox. Yeah, Straw Man. Yeah. And Dorphin High, Neo Geo does it all the time stronger than any other system. Yeah. Neo Geo's badass. Absolutely. You know, what I found fascinating about, and I won't talk about this Mako shit much more because it's pointless. But I will say, what I found fascinating is watching how people have sort of chilled out and changed since things have died down and sort of died off, you know? And I mean that on all sides because, like, God, things got crazy, you know? Like, you know, we were making videos, angry videos, you know? We were yelling at each other, you know? And people were making accusations about each other, and it was weird. It was so weird. People took things very personally. We got very defensive, and a lot of the reason is because the reason we took things personally is because people, you know, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like this for every community, you know, but in the gaming community, there's definitely this desire for certain individuals to, they want to, like, lord their power over other people. I know that sounds very dramatic, but, like, they want to try to tell you what to do and how to do it. And if you don't do what they want to threaten you with things, you know? This idea that they can, like, threaten you into submission, and they can, like, somehow become, like, somehow win over you. Like, they can force you to change your behavior, and they take that as some sort of a victory on their part that makes them feel like they've achieved something, or they're somehow superior to you in some way or something. I don't know. I'm trying to sort of articulate this, but this idea, and what I had wondered was, is this something that is more prevalent in the gaming community because of gaming, because people feel like this is a game almost, and they're winning and they're beating you at this game, you know, because people are very competitive in the gaming community. I've observed a lot of very strange behavior over the past few years. It's been really interesting. PJ, I'm looking into adding an RGB Genesis to my collection now that Chris has my ColecoVision. I am stoked. Well, I'll tell you this, PJ. The Genesis puts out RGB natively. You don't actually have to do any kind of mod on that. You just have to have the right cable. Because I have a Genesis Model 1 and 2, and both of them will put out a fantastic RGB signal. I just bought the cables for it. You just have to have the right cables. Mike says, now it makes sense why you might not have been a fan when I said retro gaming is more important than a heroin joke. Death Metal Genesis 32X has some things going on lately. Oh, I heard about that Golden Axe 32X. I need to check that out. I bet that's really good. Mike says it's good to get this stuff off your chest. Once in a while, it's good to talk about it, but not too much. Because, like I said, people, once you start talking about this, ears perk up and people come around and start trying to manipulate. They want to, like, get you into something. They want to stir up something again. They're looking for entertainment. So they're coming around trying to poke you, trying to see if they can get you to dance the way they want you to dance. You know what I mean? Thankfully, I have 2 left feet. I am a terrible dancer. So, no one corrects my behavior. I'm staying insane. There you go. There you go. Mike says people just become very confrontational when you say something they don't agree with. Well, that's probably true. So you need a video to RGB converter and all good? Yeah, there's a cable that you can buy. I can't remember what the name of it is. Retro RGB or something like that. There's a cable, which I have, that will convert the RGB output into component. And you can just plug the component cables into, whatever, your TV or whatever. But you can also buy SCART cables and a SCART converter of some kind, or the RetroTink that has the SCART, something like that. But yeah, you just need some way to get that RGB out of there because it natively outputs. You just need the right cable for it, or cable and converter, depending on how you do it. Death Metal Gamer says I have arcade game collections on Xbox. I love Pit Fighter. Pit Fighter. Oh wow. Yeah, Pit Fighter. That's an old school game. That's on the Atari 50 collection, actually. I think, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. But yeah, Pit Fighter's a interesting game. Yeah, the Super Nintendo version, not so much. Retrovision component cables is... Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah, they are so brainwashed, they get mad because you didn't believe in the same things they do is ridiculous to me. No one should be mad. That I'm a flat earther? What? BJ, hi Chris, just mentioned you. Okay. I don't know about that flat earth stuff, but I mean, I'm not mad if somebody believes things that are crazy or weird or different, because I'm sure I do have certain beliefs that not everybody's going to understand, right? Um, that is what it is, right? But yeah, I don't judge anybody. Everybody has their beliefs. Everybody has their thoughts. Some people, and I mean, we're all very different, right? There's people that are gay. There's people that are straight. There's people that believe in angels and demons, and people that believe in aliens, and people that believe in flat Earth. I mean, there's people who believe a lot of things, right? And we can still find ways to just have conversation. We don't have to like come after each other. Now, I don't know that I would equate. Not every belief is the same level of crazy. like I might. You know what I'm saying? Like if I believe that there's a slender man who lives in the forest, that's not, That's not the same as someone says, I believe in God. You know, like, okay, one of those is, in my mind, anyway, crazier than the other. And in your mind, it might be the opposite. I don't know. What are we talking about right now? I don't know. Beth says, I have a poltergeist, and I ain't kidding. Well, you know, yeah, I don't know. But, if I could say this, in to pull things kind of back to the world of video games for a second here, and not get too distracted with other stuff. Um, if I say I like Astro Smash on Intellivision, I enjoy this game. I think it's fun. Okay? And somebody else sees this game and they look at this game and based on their history and their preferences and everything, they see this and they go, that game looks like shit. I don't see why anybody would like that. That looks worthless to me and terrible. Why would anybody want to play Astro Smash? That looks like god awful. Why would you play that game when you could play like God of War or whatever, Call of Duty, you know? Why are you playing this? You're stupid. If somebody makes that kind of an assessment, then I'm like, all right, that's not fair, man. Like everybody likes different stuff, you know? Everybody likes different things. And like I said, a lot of it's based on your history and where you come from and what you grew up with and what you know and what you find enjoyment in. I don't think it's fair to be like that. I don't think it's fair to come after somebody because they like something that you don't understand. You know? It's like saying, I don't understand why you would watch black and white movies. They have color movies now. Why are you watching black and white movies? You know? I don't understand why you would ever ride a bicycle when you could drive a car. You know, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that people will say that I'm like, I think you're being ridiculous by going after somebody else liking something that you don't like. I think that's silly and stupid, actually. So there's a little difference there than what we were talking about with this other stuff. But like to just kind of bring it back to video games. Death Metal Gamer says, we can all exist in the even that we live in two different ones. Mike says, do you believe in angels and demons, Cyrus? Perhaps a conversation for another time. Perhaps. I think we all have our own beliefs about things, and I think if you believe something that's very personal to you spiritually, I don't think it really does you a lot of good to talk about it too much publicly. So I probably won't talk. I probably won't ever talk about too much of my personal stuff in that way because I just don't think it's helpful. We all have our own interpretations of things. My apartment is haunted. I'm paying attention to too much, but I try to ignore it. Graphics do not a good game make. That's a very good point. I believe that that's true. I mean, look at Senua's, whatever that one is, Hellblade 2. Amazing graphics, and it's getting destroyed right now with the reviews and everything. Gen Z probably makes disrespects of retro probably because that's not in their time. Yeah, I think the thing to remember is the internet is not real. And when I say that, what I mean is a lot of the opinions, quote unquote opinions that you come across on the internet, whether it be in the comment sections or in videos or on forums or whatever, a lot of the quote unquote opinions that you find are actually not people's real opinions. They're inflammatory statements or salacious statements designed to entertain them and cause a ruckus. You know? This is bullshit. Like, I'm not I'm not saying a bunch of bullshit, but the internet in general cannot be trusted. you know, People will make videos and channels and entire series of videos and content purely just to generate traffic so they can grow their channels and make money off of people, and or just to entertain themselves as trolls or whatever. There's a lot of that. And the funny thing about trolls to me is a lot of the trolls don't understand that what they're doing is extremely common. Like it's like prevalent on the internet. Being a troll is like, I mean, almost everyone on the internet has been a troll at some point. A lot of people, that's all they do. They're just out there just saying whatever random crazy shit they can think of for a situation, that whatever they think is the most fun thing to say, that's what they say. Do they believe it? No. But who gives a shit? It's the internet. They don't take it seriously. They don't think of it as I'm saying something serious, or I'm making a statement that I would actually say in a conversation. I'm just trying to like throw out the weirdest, craziest shit I can to stir this thing up and stoke the fire, right? And if you think about the internet in those terms, if you realize that a lot of these people that make these videos or whatever, that they're unreliable, like if you're looking for like an actual opinion, like most like if you're looking to actually learn something or get some information out of them, what you're actually getting is just a bunch of bullshit, you know? If you realize that their motivations are selfish and stupid and, arrogant to the point of trying to serve themselves at the cost of everyone else, then you're like, okay, well, these opinions are not, I shouldn't be upset about anything anybody has to say, especially when they start talking about you. That's what I figured out was there's a bunch of people that will spend a lot of energy trying to personally upset you in some way. They'll try to like, oh, you're the fat dude, or you're the guy with this, or you're bald, or you blah blah blah, and they'll harp on these things, and they'll make their little thumbnails, and they'll try to they're trying to like manipulate you into like engaging with them so that they can grow their channels, or they can entertain themselves, or get some kind of status from some group of people that are all in some little group, some secret Discord or some whatever. It's just this fucking, it's just a bunch of like basically teenage mindset people that are trying to like have fun, and they don't give a shit about anybody. They're just trying to have fun, and who gives a fuck? That's what they're doing. So once you figure that out, it's like, who gives a shit what they have to say? I don't engage with those people. I don't have nothing to say to them or about them because I understand what they're doing. You know, whether they intend to do that or not, that's what they're doing. Some of it's addiction, some of it's just being an asshole, and some of it is just being just another troll. Not even anything special, just another one of those in the endless supply of people that are on the internet goofing around. So I don't take it personally. It's whatever. It's going to be me or somebody else. They're going to try. They'll try on you. And no, that didn't work. Okay, so I'll try on this other guy. Nope, he's not taking the bait. Let me move on to this other guy. Damn, nobody's taking my bait. I got to keep trying. Oh, finally, somebody. Good, I'll milk this for a while, And then they get bored and they're like, well, let me find somebody else. Let's see. This guy, he's fun. Let's fuck with him and see what he does. Maybe he'll. That's all it is, man. It's not serious. They're just they're just fucking around. They're just wasting some time. It gets serious sometimes when people take it serious, when they start like sending you your home address and your work and start talking about your family and looking up your kid's school and doing weird shit like that, that's when it's like, oh, okay. But see, that usually comes later. That's not like usually something that happens when you immediately take some bait from somebody. That's what happens when you've already took the bait and you fought back a little bit, and then they feel like they've been challenged at that point. So it's like, oh, you're, I didn't expect you to challenge me on this. I thought I would just fuck with you. How dare you? Like, you know, it's, that's kind of what happened with the Tommy thing, because like there was a lot of people that were just shitting on Tommy like over and over and over and over. Tommy responded to them in a really stupid way and threw it back in their face. And at that point, they were like, what? I wasn't expecting that. You know, I'm supposed to be the one talking shit. What? That's not fair. You're punching down on me. I'm just a regular person that was fucking just saying shit on the internet. And now you're throwing it back at me? Well, now we're going to have a war. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. Man, I missed a lot of chat stuff. Uh, Rostan, I got to level 2 once, arcade version. Uh, 99.9% of the time, the trollers are doing this because of their own insecurities. I mean, I don't know. See, that's the thing. You got to be careful about saying why somebody else does something, or what their motivations are, who they are, what they're all about. Because I don't know. I don't know why. You know, is it insecurity? Is it boredom? Is it some sort of an addiction issue? Is it just that they're an insufferable dickhead that wants to fuck with people and enjoys, like, derives pleasure from watching other people get upset? There's a lot of reasons why things happen, you know? Whatever people think of me, it's fine. Water off a duck's eye. Yeah, got you. I made it to the 5th level on Rostan. Bulgar the Viking is good Rostan Claw. That's pretty good. I like that game. Final Fight is my favorite beat 'em up of all time. I played it on Capcom Home Arcade Stick System. Hell yeah, dude. Mike says that's actually happened to you. Well, I've been around for a while, Mike, and you know, during I've had an interesting run on the internet, you know. I've ran into some people and not understood what was happening and made situations worse, and figured out later where I had made my mistakes and had to rethink things. I had to reboot my channel. I actually completely destroyed my first channel. I deleted the entire channel off the internet. And it was because it just got so bogged down with like a bunch of nonsense that I was trying to make a video game channel, and it turned into a bunch of arguments with people and me trying to defend myself from things and a bunch of stuff. And then I was like, I don't want any of this anymore. So I just killed the channel and I left the internet for like a year. I mean, I left the internet for like a year, and I came back and I was like, I'm just going to start over. I'm just going to start over. And that's what Super Mega Graphics 64 is. It's like a reboot, and learned a lot of lessons. And I've tried to be, you know, I've tried to be better about like understanding what's really going on the internet, and not like let myself get like, you know, caught up in things that are, you know, I don't really enjoy other people using me as some sort of a lol cow, or manipulating me into like creating content for them, or, you know what I mean? I don't really enjoy um just being this joke to people. I don't really enjoy that. You know, it does happen, But I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to be a joke to people, then at least let me have some fun with it too, right? So I try to have my fun. I try to be cool. I don't troll people. I don't do that. You know, a lot of people go around with their alt accounts and try to pretend like they're different people and try to coax you into stuff or manipulate you or bait you. And I don't think I can really be baited anymore. Maybe I can, but I don't think so because I don't care anymore about these things that people say because I understand the motivations a lot better now than what I used to. I understand what's really going on, you know, because once upon a time I was like, oh no, I have to set the record straight. I have to, people are making these videos about me and they're saying all this stuff that's not true and I need to like explain. I need to I need to do something about this. And I was like, it took me a long time to figure out how stupid that was. Like, why was I wasting my time with that? And how much worse I was making things every time I tried to do that. Because I just didn't understand what was really going on there, you know? And once I figured that out, I was like, why? Why did I care about this? Wow, that's crazy. But, yeah. So now I just try to avoid a lot of topics because I'm just like, why? It's not that I don't know. I think maybe there might be some misunderstanding about why I avoid certain topics. Some people think I don't know, like I've been emotionally hurt and I'm damaged and I'm now gun shy because I don't want to be hurt again and I'm weak and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. People think a lot of things. People think all kinds of things about other people and they want to tell you all those things. But the truth is it's a lot more simple than that. The truth is I've learned to not take all of this stuff seriously anymore because I know, you know, I understand the motivations. It's just about people trying to entertain themselves. That's what it is. It took me a long time to accept that I had misinterpreted the internet. I I was the problem because I didn't understand that what was really going on in these engagements with other people. You know, the internet is not, when people say the internet is not a real experience, that's what they mean. Like, people use fake names and fake faces and fake personalities. They'll use fake accounts. They have fake opinions. It's all this, it's just a mess of like people trying to find a way to entertain themselves. That's all it is, you know? And once you realize it's just that, it's just a replacement for television. It's just a way for people to like find something fun to do for a little while. Then you realize, oh, okay, there's no reason to care about this shit. Like, I have friends on the internet that we're friends, and I consider them friends, and we have good conversations in private. I talk about all kinds of shit that I would never talk about in public with my friends. I don't talk about it in public because I understand a public conversation on the internet is a very different beast than a private conversation. If you're talking about something in public, you got to understand right away. Personalities and opinions and everything is, don't expect sincerity. Don't expect truth because it is what it is. Mike says, I have a friend about 70,000 followers on his YouTube channel. He's had people show up to his family's house who were fans. Controller turned off. Well, I haven't had that happen, thank God. Because that's not good. You don't want people just showing up at your house. I mean, if you invite people over, that's one thing, but just showing up, that's different. Yeah, pretty much. If you're on YouTube, I hear you got to have short-term memory, pretty much. Well, you just have to understand that where people come from. If somebody says something about you, you just have to ask yourself why. Why are they saying that? What is their channel? What are they all about? How many other people are they saying shit about? What and in what context? It's a once you see what somebody's really up to, I mean, 99% of the time, there's no reason to give a shit about anything people say about you. Absolutely. Did I come at a bad time? That's what she said. Uh, it's all drama when people do that to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Drama is just, like I said, drama's not real, guys. Like, almost nothing that's said on the internet is factual. It's just like a bunch of hyperbolic nonsense. Just it's being generated for entertainment purposes. I call it all drama. Now other YouTubers are saying I started that by calling it what it is. Hmm. Drama is what these trolls do. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Vinny Nazero says I don't come on there much. Are more hard, more horrible people that not. Yeah, well, like I said, just remember like I said, the biggest takeaway from this conversation, I guess, I'm just trying to say that it doesn't matter. The stuff that people are saying, the way they try to poke you and prod you and entice you into like creating content that they want. They'll try to make you do what they want. Oh, and sometimes it's as simple as it's not even like drama so much as it is they try to encourage you to do what they want. Like, oh, play this game, play this game. I like this game. Play this one game. Play it. Why are you not playing this more? Sometimes it's just that simple. It's just people looking for you. They want to affect you to create content that they want to see. Whatever that is. Whether it's drama content or a game or a certain type of video or stream, whatever. You know? Just there's no reason to like take this stuff too seriously unless like if somebody shows up at my house or somebody contacts my daughter or something like that, then we're having a different conversation at that point. And that's not going to be a public conversation, by the way. Like if I felt like somebody was actually threatening me, my family in some way, you guys won't even hear about it because I'm not going to talk about that on the internet. That's not something I would bring because why would I make that into a public spectacle? That's not going to be something that I'm going to talk about in public. But that's not to say it's something that I'm going to just ignore either, you know? And I don't care if people think, oh, Cy didn't say anything when we went after him. That means he's weak. I'm like, cool, that's fine. You can think that I'm weak. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Like, I make a channel about video game stuff. I play gaming, like retro games, and, we play games. We have fun. Normally, we don't have serious conversations. This isn't even really that serious, but this is more serious than normal. But, whatever your opinion about me as a man, I don't really care if you're like critical of me because I'm not engaging with you because you're making fun of me or attacking me. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Think whatever you want. Claim your victory. Go around, use that as a trophy or something and act like that validates you and makes you a better person. I don't care. Sure. Because I understand when you do that, you're just generating content for your channel or for your identity on the internet or whatever it is. You are using other people for your own benefit and your own purposes to build yourself up in some way. For maybe it's just to make yourself laugh. Cool. It has nothing to do with me. Doesn't affect me in any way. I know who I am and I know what I'm all about. And my channel is not a drama channel. Nobody's going to make me turn my channel into a drama channel just because that's what they want it to be. And they can push and they can prod and they can make videos and streams and keep poking me over and over and over. They're never going to make my channel turn into a drama channel. It's a gaming channel. It's fun. It's for people to hang out and have a good time. That's it. And that's as simple as that's as complex as it's ever going to be. It's simple. So, whatever. So anyway, sorry I'm yakking so much about this. Xbox OG has good sound, almost as good as Sega Saturn, Yamaha sound. Oh yeah, yeah. If anyone dogging you, just sing Sesame Street in your mind. What? That's always an option. That's always an option. Yeah, I was asked to do a gaming channel on YouTube 2 years ago. It was all about death metal originally. Strange enough, this person had no idea that a rich gamer. That you were a retro gamer too. That is interesting. So yeah, just live your life, do what you do, be yourself. I'm just saying stuff that you don't even need to hear from me, but just do your thing, man. And if for some reason you end up getting pulled into some weird shit, just remember it's not real, and it happens to everybody. These people are going after anything and everybody they can to try to entertain and create their own, content. It's not about you. Like when people make videos about me, it's not about me. I'm just another one. I'm just another face, another name, they're just trying, they're hitting everything they can. They're going down the list trying to see who reacts, who gives them what they need for what they're doing. It's not about you. So just do your thing, And that's what I'm going to keep doing on my channel, on YouTube and on Rumble. Just playing video games, having a good time, sharing stuff that I think is interesting. I'm not here to brag about owning any console or game. I'm not bragging about any of this stuff. I just think it's fun to share. If I'm having a good time with something, I think it's cool to give other people an opportunity to see what that is, and maybe they'll have a story about it or an interest in it, or they'll see something they never saw before and be like, oh wow, that's cool, or I never, whatever. Or maybe they'll remember, they'll be like, oh, you've got that game for the Atari 5200. Wow, I remember that. And then it starts a conversation and we have fun doing that. And that's all I do. That's all I do. That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah. Vinny Israel says, I don't think I followed you on Rumble. Yeah, well, I recently changed my Rumble around a little bit. It was listed as Video Game Virus, and I now have it listed as Super Mega Graphics 64. So if you're looking for it, just look for Super Mega Graphics 64. It's on there. Now my Saturn's back up and running this afternoon. Will be me, Miss Saturn, a bottle of J. Hey, dude, that's a great way to spend an afternoon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Vinny. Appreciate it. So, I'll try not to do too many, too many things, too many streams where I talk seriously like this, because it's it's in some ways it actually encourages people to like try to fuck with me because they'll be like, "Oh, Sai's not letting us piss him off. Let's try harder." We've got to win this war against Cyrus, which I'm not even in a war. I don't give a shit. Like whatever. I don't care. But I'm not trying to piss people off. I don't. Man, I'm getting killed like crazy. I am not in any way, shape, or form. I don't get any pleasure out of seeing other people angry or upset or whatever. I don't enjoy upsetting people. I'm not trying to get some reaction out of somebody or any of that. I'm just trying to do my thing and get along with people and have a good time. That's all I'm trying to do, you know? So if I ever say anything that pisses you off and you feel like, "Oh, now I got to take him down a peg," just tell me what I did. And, tell me how I pissed you off because there, let me say this. There's been times when people have built up some sort of, like a, not just momentary disdain for me, but like an extended, like hatred for me. Like something that's gone on for months, if not years. And I find out later why. I find out later where it started and what happened. And a lot of times, several times that this has happened, it's because of a misunderstanding. And it's because I said something that they took a certain way, and they said something that maybe I responded to in a certain way that upset them so much that they decided that they hate me. And it became like this extended campaign to try to take me down, get rid of me or whatever, something. I don't really know. But when I find out about this, and I find out the origins of these things, like I said, a lot of times it's just some complete misunderstanding. And I'm like, dude, I don't have any problem with you. And I definitely didn't mean to upset you or disrespect you, but you took it that way. This has happened to me. A couple of bigger YouTubers, this happened with me. And some people during the Amico thing, this happened. I I know that I know I'm kind of a dumbass in a lot of ways. Like I'll say shit sometimes and not realize what I'm saying or how it affects people and then realize it later. So sometimes I can say things in a way I shouldn't. And I guarantee you that if I do something or say something that pisses you off and you tell me, I guarantee you're going to find that, for one, I probably didn't mean what you thought I meant. And two, I have no problem, facing mistakes that I make or admitting I'm wrong about something. I just have to know what happened. I think it sucks when somebody will hold a grudge against you and not explain to you why. You know what I mean? Like if somebody is upset with you, but they won't tell you why they're upset with you. They'll just go about some sort of an extended campaign to try to attack you or fuck with you. And it's like, dude, and that actually is interesting because it teaches you what their motivation is, because it's like, oh, so you don't actually want to resolve this. You're just using this for some purpose. I see. And that's, again, gets back to what we were talking about with like the trolling and trying to just use people to generate content. Sometimes these things where you think you think somebody might actually have a serious hatred for you, sometimes it's not true. Sometimes they don't actually hate you. They just see an opportunity in you that they want to exploit. They see like, I think this is somebody I can use. So they're going to do that for as long as they can. So, again, don't take it too seriously because it's not that serious. Yeah, I think there's YouTube that makes videos about other people. I guess it means you made it big time into the big stream. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't take it any kind of way. I don't take it as a badge of honor. I don't take it as uh I don't take it as anything. It is what it is. This happens to everybody. Uh I have a games room full of consoles and TVs, but I do it for me, for my enjoyment and nostalgia. Very few people in my life even knows about my games room. I never boast or brag about it. There you go. There you go. As a YouTuber, I do show stuff that I own on streams and stuff. I'll talk about stuff that I own. But I don't mean, I hope I don't come across like braggadocious, because that's definitely never something that I want to do. I do not want to be the guy who lords stuff over people and is like, look what I have. You don't have it, but I do. I don't want to be that guy. It's tough because, like, if I get something that I think is really cool, then I want to talk about it because I'm interested in it and excited about it. And I think it would be fun to have a conversation with other people who are also interested and see this thing that I have, that they're like, oh, okay. So it's tough because I want to do that, but I don't want to come across like that guy. So it's kind of a catch-22 as a YouTuber, right? So if somebody actually thinks that that's what I'm doing, I understand. I don't hold it against them. Because I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I am being braggadocious sometimes. I don't know. My Saturn collection is small, but I have Duke Nukem. Oh, wow. Somebody has Duke Nukem. So just be a jerk like me. When I have to use my power, it finally gets... Yeah, okay, I got you. I have a few Saturn games, but the drive died. So, yeah. I want to see that when you get that going, that Saru. How are you playing Intellivision on Xbox? Oh, this is the Intellivision Lives collection. It's a digital version of it that I bought on my Xbox 360 when they had it on the store. It's an original Xbox game running on my Xbox 360, but it's a digital version, if that makes sense. It's a video game collection. Oh, yeah. Okay. They can't do this to you. Wait. Mike says they can't do this to you, and even if they do, don't worry about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cheech and Chong, nice dreams quote. Still fix that drive on your Saturn. Vinny says, I think you know most of us, so I don't think that would happen easily. Baz says, sigh. We're glad you show us your stuff. Remember, you're just talking like minded people. I'm 48, retired, and grew up playing games, Space Invaders onwards. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, but that's all I'm doing. We're just hanging out, having a good time. I love hearing about what you guys have. You know, like this Saru sounds very fascinating to me. I don't own anything like that, so I'm very interested to see what that does and everything. It's fun to like talk about stuff because you learn stuff and you can share your feelings and your experiences, but you can also gain a better appreciation of stuff that you already like and even stuff you didn't know you were going to like. I've learned about a lot of games I never would have even knew existed just from having conversations with people in chats like this. I've learned about all kinds of cool stuff that way. And so that, yeah, that's all I do. That's all my channels are, just hanging out, whatever. Kind of repeating myself, but you get it. Moogle has come up to see what I'm doing. He's like, what are we doing? Or is it time to eat? Why are you awake? It's 5 o'clock my time. So I need to get up and get moving. It's time to get up. I've been up, but it's time to get up now. Do you use the Duke on Xbox? I actually don't own an original Xbox. I never owned one. I played my brothers and I played my cousins, but I didn't have an original Xbox. Been playing this on the 360. Death Metal Gamer says, what I do is recommend video game genres, styles, etc., history of video game console or software. Absolutely. Vinny, oh, I got some crazy stuff I should show you. Oh, well, what do you mean crazy? Like, there's a certain level of crazy that's too crazy. I don't need to see that, but like, if it's video game related, then yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Bass says, I'm not a tech expert, so fixing the drive is a no-no. Si, I'll tell you know about the... Oh, yeah, definitely. I can't wait. I'm very excited about that. I really am. I wanna know more about that, Saru. Video game of my board. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Guys, if you're not a member, I don't know what the terminology is. If you're not part of my Discord, I don't know what the term is. If you go to my channel on YouTube and go to the links that are on the top, there's a link to my Discord. I don't know if it's in this video. I don't think it's in this comment section, but it's on my channel. And everybody's welcome to come in my Discord and share stuff and just talk about whatever, video game stuff or whatever. So if you want to come in my Discord, just go to my channel, look at the links on the top, come on in there and share the video game memorabilia or whatever you would like. Whoever is listening to this later, I would definitely appreciate it. Because I do visit my Discord pretty regularly. I'm not on there 24/7, but I do go in there pretty regularly. So, all right. You know what, guys? I'm going to have to stop. Like I said, it's probably time for me to get up, get in the shower, get things going. Got to go to work. Start my day, even though I've been streaming for a while now. So, I got to officially start my day. So anyway, guys, have a good time. Don't take things too seriously on the internet. Just remember, nobody, aside from a handful of absolute psychopaths, nobody can really do anything to you. They can just say a bunch of shit, and it's all bullshit anyway. People don't even mean the shit they say for the most part. They're just trying to create entertainment. So, yeah, just chill, do your thing. If somebody baits you, ignore it. Play your games, have your fun, do your thing. And that's pretty much it. Like to talk about premium games replay values. Absolutely. I've been up. Hell yeah. I've been up too. PJ, have a great day, Cyrus. Thank you, sir. Yes, tonight we will attempt to play golf on the Intellivision on DJC's channel on Rumble. So if you're not a member of DJC's channel on Rumble, just look up DJC Game Studios and you'll see us there tonight trying to stumble our way through Intellivision golf. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to wrap up now. A lot of people joining. So I'm not really going to go through the whole list, but I definitely appreciate everybody and all of your comments. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Just go have a great day. Yes, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. All right, y'all be good, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.